Okay, today we're doing activity 4, sliding trapezoids. Hopefully some of you have it done, but if not, we're going to go over it again. I'm going to read number 1, use the graph paper horizontally. Remember, horizontally is landscape. This is vertically, which is portrait, so we're going to use it landscape. Then it says put the origin in the center and locate these points. So my center is about here. So since we're putting the origin in the center, that also means we have to create our X and Y axis. There's my Y. Here's my X, and remember you must use a straight edge. We want nice straight lines. We are locating and labeling point A, B, C, and D. Point A is at -4, -2. Remember, we're going X, then Y, so we always go over first and then up or down. Since it's negative, I'm going to the left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And since it's negative, I'm going down 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to put a dot and label it A. B is at -2, +2, so that means I'm going to the left 2 and up 2, putting a dot, labeling it B. C is at 1, 2, so I'm going to go to the right 1, up 2, put a dot, label it C. And D is at 5, -2, so I'm going to go to the right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to label that D. Then it says connect A to B to C to D back to A, and you're going to call this figure a trapezoid. So I'm just going to connect my lines with a straight edge. Okay. Now it says add 10 to each X and 5 to each Y. So we're going to do X plus 10, Y plus 5. So if A is -4, -4 plus 10 is going to be a +6. If I add 5 to my Y, and my Y is -2, -2 plus 5 is a +3. So I'm going to do the same thing for B, C, and D. B is -2, -2 plus 10 is a +8, and 5 plus 2 is 7. 10 plus 1 is 11, 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 10 is 15, and 5 plus -2 is +3. Now it says locate our new points A, B, C, D, and connect to make a trapezoid. So I'm going to find 6, 3, and label it A. So I'm going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 3, 1, 2, 3, put a dot. That is my new point A. So it gets an A with an apostrophe. Point B is at 8, 7, so I'm going to go to the right 8, up 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, put a dot, label it B with an apostrophe. C is at 11, 7, 9, 10, 11, up 7, put a dot, label it C with an apostrophe, and D is at 15, 3, so I'm going to go over 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and up 3, put a dot, label it D with an apostrophe. And then it said connect them, so I'm going to connect my dots with straight lines using a straight edge. So there's my new trapezoid. It should look exactly the same as this trapezoid, just in a different spot, because we've translated it or slid it up and over. And then it says draw a straight arrow from A to new point A. How far over and how far up is it? So our straight arrow going from A to A should look like that. And then it says how far up and how far over. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 10 over and 5 up from point A to our new point A. And it's 10 because we added 10 to our X, and it's 5 because we added 5 to our Y. Remember, X is our horizontal shift and Y is our vertical shift. Number 5 says add 10 to each X coordinate and subtract 5 from each right-hand coordinate in the set of points. Your right-hand coordinate is your Y coordinate, so instead of adding 5 this time, we are going to subtract 5. So we have X plus 10 and Y minus 5 this time from our original set of points, not from the points that we just made, from our original ones. So I'm going to go back up here. If I'm adding 10 to -4, I get a +6. And if I subtract 5 from -2, -2 minus 5 is a -7. If I add 10 to -2, I get a +8. And if I subtract 5 from 2, I get a -3. If I add 10 to 1, I get 11. And if I subtract 5 from 2, I get -3. If I add 10 to 5, I get 15. And if I add 5 or subtract 5 from -2, I get a -7 again. It says locate these new points and connect them to make a trapezoid. So now I'm going to find these points, label them, and connect them. So my first point is at +6, -7. So I'm going to go over 6, down 7, and put a dot. That is A with 2 apostrophes. B is at 8, -3, so I'm going to go over 8, down 3, put a dot, label that B with 2 apostrophes. C is at +11, down 3, and I'm going to label it C with 2 apostrophes. And D is at 15, -7, so I'm going to go over 15, down 7, put a dot, and label it D with an apostrophe. Now I'm going to connect my points. The next says draw an arrow from A to our second new point A. How far over and how far down is it? So A to our second new A, here's my straight line, using a straight edge. We went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went over 10 to the right, and we went down 5 from A to our second new point A. What type of motion will move this? It is called a translation. or a slide. They are the same thing. So number 9 says, suppose you wanted to move the original trapezoid 8 units to the right and 12 units up. Without drawing it, we don't have to draw this one. We're giving the coordinates. So we need x. We're going 8 units to the right, so that means we're going to add 8 and 12 units up. So that means y plus 12. So we're going to do the math for this to get our third new points. If x is -4 and I add 8 to that, it's going to give me a positive 4. And if I add 12 to my y, -2 plus 12 is a positive 10. -2 plus 8 is a positive 6. Positive 2 plus 12 is a 14. 1 plus 8 is 9. 2 plus 12 is 14. 5 plus 8 is 13. And -2 plus 12 is a positive 10. So you're going to answer, are they proportional? Are they similar? Remember what proportional means, and then remember what similar means, and you're going to answer those questions.